Okay, so here at the lovely Alice Beach area in Cairns, and just was gonna do a quick, well, maybe not so quick, just gonna do an update on the eye surgery which I had done. How long is it? It's been, well, it's nearly 2 months, so let's say 7 weeks ago. And how's it all going? How was it? I did an update a few days after I had it, and I'll insert that there so you can look at that right now. Hey, how you going? Just going to give a little update on my eyes from the operation I had last Friday, and it's been 5 days, so just going to give a little update. It's great. Like, it's just every day it's just better and better. But from the day after the operation, I could pick up my phone and I could see the writing on it rather than it was just a blur. So, I mean, obviously it works, and progressively that's just become clearer and clearer. Computer work, so something a little bit more distant than reading, that's been the same, and long distance vision, which was pretty good, but was becoming hazy. Well, now that's getting clearer and clearer as well, and I think, you know, the only drawback that I've had is I've done a couple of long drives, and that's been a little bit tiring on the eyes, but the only real drawback is in the evening, as soon as it starts to get, you know, a bit twilightish and stuff, and the street lights are on and the headlights are on, yeah, it's not great. Like, everything's all like a halo around everything, so when you get a lot of light, so it sort of plays with you a bit, but yeah, on the whole, great. And of course that'll go away, so, you know, I just cannot be more grateful for the work of Kevin and Pook from TheIssanFarang. You know, the things they do and share, I mean, that's what led me here, and, you know, for me it's life-changing, so I just can't be more grateful to them to sharing, you know, and making the stuff available for forum members and stuff. So fantastic. So, you know, you guys keep up the good work, you're doing a great job. Okay, so you got that, and yeah, now it's quite a while after. You know, how's it going? I got the sunglasses on because it's bloody bright out here, and it's hot. We're in, you know, in Cairns, North Queensland. I think it's around about 32, 33 degrees today. A lot nicer by the beach. Just a bit of a breeze. But anyway, look, eye surgery. So everything has gone really well. My wife was very patient and throwing in the eye drops every couple of hours and stuff, and we did that over probably just a little over a month until everything ran out. And, you know, with my eyes, initially there was a bit of discomfort. I mean, nothing horrible or anything, you just felt pressure and stuff. So the understanding is that when you get the eye surgery done, there's swelling at the front of the eye because of the surgery, and then eventually that dissipates over a couple of days, and it transfers to the back of the eye, and it's there for a reasonable amount of time. For me, I felt, you know, so without being a doctor or anything, I felt probably that pressure over I don't know, maybe 3-4 weeks, and I've sort of noticed that everything feels a lot more normal now. Not that pressure, not dryness, and everything feels quite normal. Still have the halo effect, although that's gone and got itself a little bit better, especially, how would you put it, so lights that are closer. So if you're, for example, you're driving, initially an oncoming car, there'd be the halo effect around the headlights for, pretty much the whole time it was coming at you, and now, it seems like, I don't know, judging, I think, say 20, 30, 40 meters away, it seems more real, more how it used to be. But anything after that, you've still got the halo effect, and I do feel that is not as bad as it was. I mean, I do have to drive at night just with our work situation, and so initially it was, interesting to say the least, and now it's just seems sort of more normalised, although there's still the halo effect there. So that's more around, I mean, obviously it's worse with cars that have got LED lights, tail lights, indicators that are all LED, they're a lot brighter, and a lot of the street lights here too have LED conversions and stuff, so you get that more so. But like I said, it is getting better. So the theory is that becomes better and better over, it could be a period of like 6 months or so, and it seems to be going okay. I don't know really what much else to tell you, but my vision, I haven't had to use any kind of glasses since I had the surgery. The only glasses, again, just sunglasses. As I probably said in my earlier video, hopefully, that everything's brighter, the colours are more radiant, everything pops a little bit more, and that's just because the lens is actually clear, it's got no cloudiness in it, and everything looks great. So for those who don't know, I had the trifocal lens inserted, the Zeiss lens, or Zeiss. Yeah, thanks guys. Bloody motorbike riders, eh? But had the Zeiss lenses inserted. They're good quality German lens, and it's just better. Like my initial diagnosis, or whatever you want to call it, was that I needed reading glasses for reading, text, books, newspaper, paperwork. I needed a sort of a slightly mid-range to look at the computer and all that sort of stuff, and my long distance vision was just starting to go off. So I elected to go for the trifocal surgery, and look, I'm happy, right? Is that you have the surgery, everything looks fantastic the next day once you get the covers off, and you're like, wow, this is really something. But everything is so bright because you've just gone from this cloudiness to a pure clear lens. So it's just that, and you're then your brain reading everything that's coming in through the optic has to readjust and get used to it, and that's again a thing that takes time. The day after I got the covers off, as I said, I drove up to Nong Khai from Udon Thani, and then the next day I drove from Nong Khai through to Chiang Khan, and the next day after that I drove from Chiang Khan all the way to Phetchabun, which is I think about 4 or 5 hours. So it was good. Yes, it wasn't comfortable as far as the eyes were concerned. There was, a bit of the glare and everything was a bit off-putting, but I did it, and now that I'm back home, everything's settled down a lot more, and here I am. I had this whole kind of thing, I'll talk about this, now I can't bloody remember anything, so probably a bit senior moment and all that kind of crap, but I'm really happy with the result. Like I said earlier, my wife, very religiously was putting the drops in. We looked after keeping everything clean and not rubbing my eyes, and put the covers on at night and all that sort of stuff. And we haven't had any problem with infection. I haven't had anything that I've gone, oh, shall I go see the doctor about this or that? Because everything's been fine, and I think that comes down to just looking after it, just keeping it clean and doing the right thing. So, but it does take time. I mean, we're over a month after or post surgery, and it's just for me, it's just on the up and up. I can walk out to my motorbike. I can look at something and see it a lot clearer. I can then go, oh, maybe I need to adjust this or do that, and I can get down to the finer detail. I don't have to be reaching for glasses. I don't have them falling down on my nose when I'm looking down. I can just see it, read it. Like the numbering on a jet, for example, I can pick it up and read it, whereas before it would be glasses, if not a magnifying glass, to see what was going on. So it's made life a whole lot better. Everything's a lot more convenient, and it's just wonderful. So if someone was to ask me, oh, I'm thinking about getting lens replacement surgery, what could you tell me? I'm going to tell you to do your homework, have a good think about it. Make your own decision. Don't make a decision on what I say or what anyone else says. I mean, it's your body, your eyes, so you make that decision on your own. You can listen to what other people say, you can hear about their experiences, and work it out for yourself. I mean, for me, I would say, if a friend asked me, I would just tell them what I've just told you. The discomfort, the time, the process. I've still got healing and time to go for my brain to still get used to everything. But it's given me a new lease on life. The concept of not chasing around the house finding glasses and trying to do things that you can't see properly, it's just changed everything. It's just brought everything into a different perspective, and I can do that. I'm just happy with that. Working on the computer, making videos. I mean, one of the big pluses that really was just awesome for me was I could, because I do photography and play around with photography, I could pick up the camera, I can look at the LCD screen on the back, I can see all the controls, I can see all the writing on the buttons. It just seems to me to make that so much easier that I can do all this stuff. So that's a big plus for me. I just one thing. Just at work, reading all the dockets, seeing the buttons on the FPOS machine clearly, everything, just stuff, just normal stuff you take for granted that is now just like, wow. So when you're getting the surgery done, it's not comfortable in a sense of, if you looked at pain on the scale of 1 to 10,
it's probably down there in like the 2 or something, but it just feels, for me, it was just so sort of like odd, thinking that, you know, someone's poking around inside your eye with stainless steel or surgical steel utensils and stuff. Yeah, it was just sort of like, and even the idea of someone poking around in your eye, like, it's just, to me, it was just off-putting. But the big thing is that, you know, that only took, I think we're talking somewhere in the vicinity of 10 to 15 minutes per eye, probably closer to 10. And you know, I did get them both done on the same day, just for my travel reasons and stuff. Some people get one done and then get the other one done a couple of days later or a week later or whatever. I just thought, well, you know, hell with it. You know, I'm here. I don't want to muck around. Just get them both done. And again, I'm happy with the result. And it's just, you know, just made everything a lot different for me. And it could do the same for you, but like, I guess everyone is different, and we all have different eye problems too. You know, mine were just with the lens. There was the slight formation of a cataract in one eye, but that's been taken care of, obviously. But you know, some people could have other problems, back of the eye, retina, or blah blah blah, like all that different kind of stuff. Right? There could be a whole pile of different issues. So that could make things different. But you know, the surgeon's a professional. He has seen all this stuff. He knows what to look for and what to do. So you have to put a bit of faith in him, which obviously I did. And yeah, he didn't let me down. Make your decision, make your call, and see what you want to do. But I hope that's helpful for you. And I'll finish it off. If you want to direct any non-technical questions to me, you're more than welcome to. Just drop something in the comments. And if you like what you see, you know, you can give us a like, and you know, please subscribe so that I can build up the channel. I've probably been a bit slack since I've come back because I haven't really done anything. This is my first real outside of Thailand video. So just our work is quite busy. We're working, you know, roughly 11 hours a day, 6 days a week. So usually today, which is Sunday, it's R&R. Not really wanting to do much, and since we've come back, we've had a few things to take care of and sort out. So it did make it a little more busier. So now that things are sort of calmed down a little bit, I'm going to try and do more. Maybe there's scope for another video like this in 6 months. See how I'm going, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, if you go for the eye surgery, good luck and all the best. Do your homework. Have a great day.